Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Michael Mathias, Dean of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social and Behavioral Sciences. Today, I have the great privilege of introducing one of our graduates and today's first commencement speaker. Ms. Hailey Unger is a graduate of the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social and Behavioral Sciences. I encourage you to read about her biography and her many impressive accomplishments in your program. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Ms. Hailey Unger.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, everybody. I know you all. Thank you for all being here. Families, friends, mentors, and staff, your unwavering support has seen us through late nights, tough classes, and personal challenges. And to my fellow graduates, thank you. Your strength, your resilience, and the way you've shown up for yourselves and each other, even when it wasn't easy, is something I deeply admire. Today, we celebrate all of that. I got my start at Frostburg State University nearly a decade ago, when I joined the Upward Bound program after 8th grade. That 8th grade summer was the first time I truly stepped onto this campus and felt the magic of higher education. I didn't know it then, but that experience would change the course of my life. That summer, for the first time, I was surrounded by people who talked about college like it wasn't just a dream. Like it was a plan, like it wasn't just for some students, but it was for me. That summer, I saw what was possible. It was a goal that I was going to make sure I reached at all costs. And more importantly, I met people who believed I belonged even before I was sure I did. That moment was the beginning of a journey, not just mine, but a journey that so many of us in various graduating classes have walked. One started in programs like Upward Bound, in classrooms where we were the first to raise our hands, or in homes where we had to help our families teach us material we didn't know. And it's those stories, often unseen, often unspoken, that I want to honor today. There are so many of us whose paths to this moment didn't always follow the usual script, and yet we're here. So today I want to take a moment to recognize the students who often go unseen in speeches like these, even though their strength has shaped this class in powerful and unmeasurable ways. Feel free to raise your hand and identify yourself if you feel comfortable. You deserve the recognition. To the first generation graduates who navigated every application and deadline and financial aid form like it was a foreign language, because sometimes it was. To those who worked jobs between classes or after school or all weekend just to make it work, you kept showing up. To the students who balanced school with caring for siblings, parents, or even their own children, you juggled more than most people ever realized. And you still met this goal with the utmost strength. To those who learned in a second language, who translated notes, directions, and entire experiences, you carried double the weight and you never let it stop you. To the graduates living with disabilities, seen or unseen, your strength is not defined by how quietly you endured, but by how fiercely you kept going even when the world wasn't built to meet you halfway. You adapted, advocated, and overcame. And your presence here today is a powerful act of courage. To our LGBTQIA+ classmates, students of color, immigrant students, and those who have had to fight to be heard, to be respected, or just to be. Your resilience isn't invisible. We see it and we celebrate it. You may not have always been front and center, but you are the heart of this graduating class. And of course, none of us got here alone. So I want to take a moment to thank the mentors, the teachers, and the programs that walk with us, even when the road wasn't easy. To the staff who stayed after hours, who listened when we needed more than just academic advice, and who reminded us that we had something special to offer this world. Thank you. And on a personal note, I want to say a thank you to a few people who have meant the world to me. To my mom, thank you. You built my life with your strength, your love, and your sacrifices. You gave me what you never had, and you still found a way to give more. This achievement is just as much yours as it is mine. To my mentors, Ashley Daniels, Robert Cooper, Lacey Schillingberg, Patrick O'Brien, and Dr. Artie Lee Travis, thank you for seeing my potential and pushing me to grow. Your belief in me and the programs you fought for shaped the leader I am today. To my sisterhood, thank you for being my support system, for making me laugh when I needed it most, and for never letting me forget who I am or the beliefs I have core to my being. DZ Long. And to the Upward Bound program, Tim Malloy, Cassie Weiss, Elena Steele, and even Morgan Matthews over there. Thank you for being the start of everything. You showed me my background wasn't a barrier, it was my strength. Thank you for opening the door and saying you belong here. Your belief in me got me through some of the hardest moments, and I share this degree with all of you. So as we look ahead, beyond the stage, beyond the caps and gowns, I hope we carry what we learn with us here. Not just the academics, but the lessons about each other, and about how powerful it is to listen, to uplift, and to make space for stories that always don't get told. We are stepping into a world that doesn't always know how to recognize potential unless it looks a certain way or speaks a certain way. But we've learned that potential doesn't have a single face or a perfect GPA or a flawless resume. Sometimes potential looks like a student showing up exhausted after work or translating paperwork for their parents. So wherever we go from here, college, careers, gap years, new adventures, I hope we carry this. Let's be the people who notice what others overlook, who build spaces where everyone's story has value, who leads not just with ambition, but with empathy. Because that's the kind of leadership this world needs. And if you had told the kid walking into the Upward Bound program after 8th grade, nervous, unsure, quietly questioned if they'd ever fit in, that one day they'd be standing here giving you this speech, they wouldn't have believed you. So today I stand here not just as one graduate, but as a reflection of all the people, programs, and quiet moments that made this day possible. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2025. You made it happen regardless of any barriers or challenges placed into your path of success. Congratulations.